We read the whole 2024 Player's Handbook, so you don't have to.
Get ready for the best feats to level up your character to the moon! What's going on, YouTube? I'm the Mind Flayer Slayer.
And I'm Dr. DM, and here we are with our continued coverage of the 2024 Player's Handbook. This time, we're bringing you the General Feats. We are giving you our top 10 General Feats to level up your character. Remember, these feats can be taken starting at level 4. So let's get right into them, and let's see how strong they really are.
Great Weapon Master. When you hit a target with a heavy weapon, you deal extra damage equal to your proficiency bonus. When you roll a critical hit or reduce a target to 0 hit points with a melee weapon, you can make another attack with your bonus action.
Okay, well, this comes back from 2014. Some people are not too happy because it used to be you get taken -5 to hit and do +10 damage, even right at level 4, which was very strong, but at a cost. You know, your accuracy took a big hit, so who knows if your DPR, your damage per round, really stacked up in the end. But here, you automatically get +2 to your damage up to +6 with no negative, and you get that option to do extra bonus damage to attack.
I like this a lot, honestly. And I was never one to want to take that -5. It just didn't, it scared me.
Yeah, it was a lot of risk reward. Here, it's all reward, and it's a great choice, and it's a half feat too. It gives you +1 strength. A lot of these are, in fact, most of the Player's Handbook General Feats level 4 are. So, good bonus and extra strength to get you to 18 strength and hit harder.
Now we have Warcaster. It's going to give you a +1 to your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. You have advantage on constitution saving throws for concentration. You can cast a spell as an opportunity attack as long as it would normally require an action and only targets one creature. You can also perform somatic spell components while holding weapons or shields in one or both hands. This is a level up. Listen, it's very potent. I was always one who took this, but then I kind of would switch it out for a different feat, if I'm being honest. It got that little minutia change that makes it better.
Yeah, you get your +1 to your spellcasting stat, so bring that up probably to an 18 by the time you hit this level, and advantage on con for everything. And now, your spell you can cast can be a level spell for your reaction too when they go away.
Get on right, again.
Yeah, so this is an awesome spell to have for your casters or half or quarter casters. Okay, next up we have Grappler. This gives you +1 to your strength or dex as a half feat, and this is an incredible feat. Hitting with an unarmed strike can deal damage and grapple together only once per turn, but that doesn't matter because that only needs to happen one time. You have advantage on grapple targets, and your speed isn't halved when you drag around grapple targets as long as you're your size or smaller. So monks are already super potent with this. Your first unarmed strike, and we talked about this in the monk video, go check that out. Your first hit, you hit, you're still doing your damage, and then you're auto grappling. Well, you gotta make the save, but you can do that with your dex as a monk, right? And then your other punches are all at advantage.
And you can dragging me around.
Dragging you around like 30 feet through spike growth or whatever. Very potent skill. Yeah, it's limited to monks, maybe dance bards and a few others, but if this is a feat for you, it's an awesome feat for you.
Defensive Duelist is next. You get a +1 to dex. While holding a finesse weapon, you can use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your AC. This lasts until the start of your next turn and applies only to melee attacks.
This is huge. This makes your melee attackers basically have the shield spell because it lasts until the start of your next turn, which is just like the shield spell. And it goes up to +6 with your proficiency bonus instead of just +5 for shield.
It's wild.
And this is a finesse weapon. Rogues would love it. Basically, every class would love this. It makes it so you have survivability even as a melee without having to dip or go gish necessarily.
You got a little squishy character.
Yeah, this is awesome. All right, moving on to Shield Master. This gives you +1 strength as a half feat. Once per turn, when you hit a target within 5 feet within a melee weapon, you can then bash. Not bonus action bash, automatic part of your attack. Target makes a strength saving throw. If they fail, you can choose to either push them back or knock them prone. If you succeed on a dex saving throw when holding a shield, you can use a reaction and take no damage. So this is a 2-for-1 feat. Well, 3-for-1. You're getting the strength bonus. You're getting the auto prone, which means if you're a fighter with 3 or 4 attacks, you can do your first one, you shove them prone, kind of like the grapple feat, and then you're just doing attack at advantage, as are your teammates. So
it's wild.
For a shield user, you are now kind of the premier crowd control.
Yeah, it used to be just that you shoved them, right?
Yeah, and it was
lame.
bonus
No one
action,
ever
I
took
think.
it.
And you still have the reaction for dex saving throws to take no damage, like the evasion ability built in. Incredible.
So good. Now we have Mage Slayer. You get a +1 to strength or dex. When you damage a creature concentrating on a spell, they have disadvantage on the saving throw to maintain the concentration. Once per short or long rest, if you fail an int, wisdom, or charisma saving throw, you can automatically succeed.
This is awesome for your fighters and frontline non-mages because, yeah, you have the way to take down a mage if you're concentrating like a high-level wizard. It's more likely to fail on disadvantage. And if it were just that, great, because you also get the half feat. But then you also get legendary resistance, basically, to auto succeed any kind of like mind altering or equivalent spell.
It's really powerful.
Yeah, whether your DM wants to hit you or not, too bad. Next up is Skulker. You get +1 dex, and you have 10 feet blind sight. You have advantage on stealth checks to hide in battle, and if you miss while hidden, you remain hidden.
That's wild.
Yeah, really cool for rogues. A lot of range users, and blind sight in itself is really good too when your party dynamics like darkness and other abilities stack on.
Next up, one of the fan favorites is Polearm Master, which now gives a +1 to strength or dex, as if this wasn't good enough. You can use your bonus action to make another attack after attacking with a quarterstaff, spear, or heavy plus reach weapon. This attack deals 1d4 bludgeoning damage. You can also use your reaction to make an attack with that weapon when an enemy moves into your range.
Talk about action economy, right?
Yeah.
Now, one thing that used to be really popular was stacking this with Smite, right, on the bludgeoning attack with the butt end, but you can't do that anymore because how Smite works. But overall,
sad paladin.
This is very good, and weaponizing your reaction, tremendous. You're going to get this off every turn, basically, when is somebody not coming into your opportunity range.
And the only time I would ever not take Polearm Master was because I was like, I really need an extra boon to one of my stats, and now there's no reason.
Because you got the half feat.
Yeah. Up next, you have Fey Touched. You get a +1 to Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. You learn the Misty Step and 1 Divination or Enchantment spell. You can cast either spell once per long rest without expending a spell slot.
And this is back from 2014. I think it's just as good because Misty Step and other spells like that, worthwhile, and you still get the half feat.
Oh yeah, you build this in, and it is a must-have.
The other half of this is Shadow Touched. You get +1 Int, Wisdom, or Charisma as well. You learn Invisibility and 1 level 1 Illusion or Necromancy spell, and you can cast either spell once per long rest without expending a spell slot. The opposite of Fey Touch, not quite as powerful, but still a good one to take for your spellcasters.
And we have one last honorable mention, which is Heavy Armor Master. Gives you a +1 Strength or Con. Any bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage that hits you while you are in heavy armor is reduced by an amount equal to your proficiency bonus.
So this is not used to scale. It used to be, I think, just -2 damage. Now it's up to -6. So
that's
it's not
really good.
Super strong at high levels, but at low levels, it can make you extra tanky if you're a heavy armor user.
100%.
All right, and this has been our top 10 best feats for D&D 2024. We hope you like them. We hope these are useful for you. Definitely use them if you want to level up your character, level up your game.
Please, if you're enjoying this content, remember to smite that like button, leave a comment down below. We love engaging with all of you, and please subscribe. You can also go over to fanrolldice.com because we are part of their affiliate program. You can get all the shiny math rocks that you need. You type in code GG10 at checkout, and that's going to give you 10% off your order. Plus, it's going to give us a little bit of a kickback so we can continue making this awesome content for all of you. Thank you so much for watching.
And remember, these are the feats you're looking for.